Well, I grew up in Albert Lea, Minnesota, and I was blessed to have just an absolutely wonderful childhood with a loving family and another loving family named the Wilders. Well, it was a town of about 20,000 people, or thereabouts. My father was the service manager at a Plymouth Chrysler dealership, and Bud Wilder from the Wilder family was the body shop guy. The Wilder family was a large Catholic family. My family was a small Lutheran family, and we did lots and lots of things together. Almost every New Year's Eve, we would be with the Wilder family. One year it would be at our house, and the next year it would be at their house, and then so on and so forth. And those were some of the most fun New Year's Eves I can ever remember. And we would always have oyster stew at about midnight. And that was a fun memory. Well, Joy is the oldest child of the Wilder family, a daughter, obviously. Her name was Joyce, but she really was joyful, so we just called her Joy, and that just seemed to fit better. And she had an intellectual disability. You know, she was like a sister to me. She was just this marvelous person. She was always joyful, and so I just plain liked her. And in particular, I probably one of the fondest memories is as she was an adult and the relationship that she had with my mother. She would always check in with my mom, and that was just really a neat thing, that the bond and the relationship that they had together. And then Joy did pass here several years ago, and I went to the funeral, and it was just very meaningful to me, because I think she gave me the inclination to want to be with people that had intellectual disabilities and to do what I could to make their lives more full. I would have to say that the innovation really took off for MSS when Michelle Dickerson was hired. She just had a creative way of looking at the world, and so she convinced me that we needed to do more in the world of art. Michelle always said, if you build it, they will come, just like the movie, and they did. And so one thing led to another, and the art began to blossom, and Michelle kept talking to me about a gallery. Well, to be brutally honest, I didn't even know what a gallery was or what that meant, but I knew we didn't have any money for it, and so that just got put off and put off and put off. Well, then Winna Bernard, we have to thank her too for a lot of this, because she saw a ceramic bowl that was made at our Egan Center, and said, why in the world don't we have a place to sell this kind of work, because this is spectacular. There was a building in St. Paul, and Winna brought it to our attention that maybe we should start an art gallery. I of course asked, well, how much will this cost? And we did not have board approval, and it certainly wasn't in the budget. It was an unexpected opportunity, but it was within the parameters, and it was risky. And I just felt like this was worth the risk. Julie and Michelle can be very convincing, by the way. What I know about art, you can put in a thimble, and there's room for a stiff drink. But what I do know about is building human relationships, and the gallery does that in ways that I've never seen done before, never seen it done as well, and the art sells itself, and that is something that we're very proud of. It brought me joy, quite frankly, and I remembered how Joy kind of got it all started for me.